I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I feel it.
Good afternoon. What's going on? It's your girl Fiya, aka Miss Co MC, aka DJ Fat Alberta, the crokest and most famous fat girl of the South of BT's Common View, BT's 106 in Park, and Nightlife Houston. And trust me when I tell you, it's an honor and a privilege to be standing next to. I'm gonna say he has the swagger of a Donald Trump. He has the inner workings of something exotic that he don't want to let out, and he has these piercing eyes that I'm not going to tell you how I'm feeling right now, but what we're going to do is oh no. What I'm going to do is say that it's an honor and a privilege for us to be here. Nightlife Houston is one of the most new things, the only app for the scene of nightlife here in Houston. And so I want the people to know, because I don't want to mess up your name, because your hair is perfect. The clothes are perfect. So, what is your name?
Scott Brogan, Brogan.
That's what's good. And you gotta, every time you say that, you gotta do this, and kind of give it to the camera. It's almost like a Scott Brogan. Then
I'm Scott Brogan.
Now pose, and then you kind of do like, I'm too sexy for my.
Oh hell no! I know my limits. Trust me.
So when it comes to the limit of what's going on right now, tell the people.
Amazing. It really is amazing. I mean, it has grown from what we had originally planned, which was 3 Michaels, with doing different phases of his life. So there's an 11-year-old jockey, and then there's 3 others that go through the different eras of Michael Jackson. So there's 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, and he and all of them have different talents, and that they all sing and they all dance. They all have perfected his moves, and it's just.
It seems like you're very passionate about how they portrayed Michael. How was the process of picking those individuals?
Well, all of these individuals have do this professionally, and Michael Firestone, who is kind of the lead one, performs this in Las Vegas 4 days a week. Wow. So he is one of those that was, met Michael and was really endorsed by him as being one of his impersonators. And they are just phenomenal. They are really phenomenal. There's a 40-person choir that is from Houston that is accompanying them, a full band, a videographer, beatbox guy. And so it's a really huge concert. And you're really going to feel like you were with him.
To tell you the truth, the way that you're explaining it and the enthusiasm that's coming from you, it almost feels like I'm already doing it, because I can feel it coming from you that you're proud of this production. You're proud of the people that were selected. And I just want one question to be answered. If, in fact, that you was offered a piece of it to portray in it, what part would you want to play as far as one of the performers?
For me to perform?
Yeah, for you.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. Man in
the
Mirror.
You have to be honest.
Mirror, right?
Okay.
That Man in the Mirror. That's
so how symbolic is it for you to do Man in the Mirror?
I mean, that's a very symbolic song. Right. I mean, you better make a change. You got to do it. Look at yourself before you start asking other people to change. So yeah, I mean, and I think Michael's. At the end of the day, we couldn't obviously have Michael Jackson here as one of our people, but his music is he is iconic. He was a cultural force, and it's extraordinary that here we are 5 years after he passed away, this week, 5 years later, and his music is and his force in our community, in the culture, just lives on and on and on. I mean, his music has sold $500 million since he passed away. I mean, it's just.
What? Sometimes, Scott, I listen to music, and I'm into music. When you hear Little Michael, you almost forget that that's a little boy singing, because the riffs that he does and his singing patterns and the way that he pronunciate, even though he was taught by like some of the best in the world, you immediately forget that this is a human.
Well, and I think that is also symbolic of so many other things in his life. I mean, he was so far ahead of his time in so many ways, and I think it's a great loss for the world, obviously, that he's not here. But we're hopeful that, in a way, he will be here in spirit, and everybody will walk away further inspired by him. And remember, have such incredible memories that will flood people from all the generations of him. So, you can't ask for anything better than that.
You can. And, y'all, this is Scott. And if I got to leave today about what it takes to be, one of the front people of this great tribute, Scott, I feel it from your rooter to your tutor. That this is going to be, I know my words ain't always the right words, but you know what I'm talking about.
I take it as a compliment.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know you do like the Tom Cruise with the half shirt and singing Man in the Mirror.
Yes, that's me. That's me. Every morning. That's me. I know.
Well, baby, check this out. I'm going to have to meet him in the morning with, he could wear the shirt, I could wear the pants. You understand what I'm talking about? But this is Nightlife Houston. It's the only app representing all genres of everything. And you have definitely been Nightlife.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're very welcome, sir.
Enjoy the show.